think we're all set here. I'm on. Stream is up. Good stuff. So this is going to be Lowland Lions versus k1ck. And I think this is going to be a little bit closer matchup. Just based on the standings, k1ck did pretty well. However, they've already met Lowland Lions in the regular season. And they were able to get a couple of caps away, but weren't able to secure any maps. And so I was talking with Annie for the little pregame interview we did, and he was saying, well, you know, we've gone back and taken a look at how we played against them, and we feel a lot stronger about this matchup. We feel like we've been able to learn a lot from how we played them. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what k1ck's been able to put together, and see if they can do a little drop kick against Lowland Lions. You know, kick some.
You can learn an awful lot just by playing a team one time. You know, you can watch demos all day, but you play them, and it becomes a different game. You know, we see that in Duel, we see that in TDM, and CTF is no exception. Now, I'm not saying like you play against a team, you lose, and then all of a sudden you can win. But if you've got the skills to do so, and you're a team that's composed of the talent, whether that be individually or on a team basis that can work, then, you know, things can happen for you. So, yeah, I didn't see that first game, but I like that backstory. That's nice.
Yeah, should be some good stuff. Now, I'm going to try to get a decision from the admins here, because for those that are aware, and for those that are not, the Intel Extreme Masters 1v1 finals, LAN finals in Canada, Edmonton, Canada, are currently scheduled to start in about an hour and 20 minutes. And so we're trying to work it out so that we will potentially interrupt this coverage you know, during that time. Then again, you know, depending on how quickly things go, we might be able to do the whole shebang before we have to do it. So so basically, I want to make it so that everyone can see all of the awesome action this weekend, not just having to choose between one finals or another. So that's our hope. Let's see if I can get a verdict from Bjorn here. Forever is not on comms. Dun dun.
Uh-oh. It's always it's always
it's always something. Technical issues. Well, let's talk about the rosters a little bit, because you know, we have seen some of these players throughout, like even from season 1. So we got a little bit of a roster stack up here for k1ck. They're running NVC, Annie, Batija, and Absol. And if I recall, these guys played together in season 1 under a different moniker. LLL, of course, they're sporting their typical lineup: Draven, Durful, Demon, and Forever. Yeah, I have to
and
say,
if you're not following us on Twitter, KwakeliveTV on Twitter, and DJ Wheat and Greased Scotsman.
Although I almost never use my personal account. So you can follow me if you want to, but it won't be worth much.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah. But no, I have to say, you and Slasher are to blame for me even being on Twitter. Because when it first came out, I was like, it's a fad like Color TV. I'm not going to be on it. But, yeah.
Oh, it's so, you know. And I've heard that a million times, and you know, exactly. That's like, it is like saying Color TV is a fad, because it's already embedded itself. You know, if CNN and Larry King are using it, you know, that's what got my mom. She's like, oh, saw Larry King tweeting. What's up with that? It's like, exactly. The whole world is. All right. Pretty soon, people without even internet access will be tweeting from their brains. So, you know, just accept it, people, and then create an account and follow us, and you will get small tidbits of information about awesome stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I have to say,
for example, Greased, just yesterday, followers of Twitter not only learned that today we were having some k1ck Live CTF, but also got to see the mini-wheat decked out in his new Transformer helmet and Transformer cannon. and it's actually been a lot of fun to.
Dude, that is yeah. Now I have to say, Mini Wheat, I think we need to start seeing him on some shoutcasts, man. I know that you bring him on for EG, sometimes unintentionally, but yeah, man, is he gonna be filling Daddy's shoes at some point?
Soon he will be. I mean, I think that the first step will be his own show. I think by the time he can formulate complete thoughts, he'll have his own little show. He can talk about iCarly or, you know, the latest Backyardigans. I don't really care, you know, as long as he does a show. I think it's, you know, it's always been a release for me, so
it could be like kids games by kids for kids, man. It'd be awesome.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Very cool.
And you know, he does game all the time. He plays flash games. He plays games that he can't play very well. Those are his favorite, which is annoying to me.
No, but actually that's great though, because he likes the challenge though. I mean, it means that he's not going to be a Halo noob, right?
Well, that's true.
We are seriously still waiting for Forever, who's taking forever to figure out how to fucking enable comms.
Draven says no comms are fine. That's
yeah. There we go.
All right, well here we go.
All right, so comms or not, we're going live in 5. DG Wheat, you want to take us away?
Yeah, absolutely. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and I'm going full screen, and I'm sure we're already in this game. There we go. Fight. And I actually started with NVC of k1ck. He's going to run into Draven right away. Goes to the teleporter. Draven on follow, and NVC didn't quite know where he was when he went through that teleporter. Draven, though, had a total lock on his opponent. Will drop him, his buddy, an LG, and now I'm going to start cycling through here. But real quick, a roster rundown, of course, for Lowland Live. So we got Draven, Dareful, Forever, and Demon. For k1ck, we got Absol, Annie, NVC, and BiBS. Is that how you say that properly? BiBS?
I think it's Batija.
Batija.
But who knows?
Okay. Batija, Batija, got it.
We're
ready for that first power up here, and we will have a battle it out as Draven will use a med kit in order to take down that very, very healthy LGer. And they're kind of wondering, like, what is going on here? It's going to go to the last second, and it literally is. And there it is. It literally spawns. It can spawn anytime in that first minute. It literally spawned at 19. So Batija will grab it, and he's going to make his way back to his base. But that was kind of a cluster there, Grease.
It really was. And Batija's doing this with 0 armor. He has the regen, but he's going to try to get a med kit. I think he was the first to get it on his team, so he's waiting for it to respawn. But at this point, regen is gone. He has a med kit, though. No armor still, so he can be rocketed twice, and if he's not quick enough, there's 1. Still got 180 armor, health rather, no armor. But this is the first real attack that we've seen.
Yeah, let's. He's gonna get some speed and railed, denied right there. Batija will now get hit in the back. He uses that med kit, still managed to make his way up 7 points of health. He will get some help from a friendly here. Finds Forever from behind, runs out of ammo, still gets the kill there with the plasma. And NVC with some weird, strange, crazy, like all 4 men getting in there type of a flag attack, because now we've got Absol grabbing that flag. But on the other side, we've got Dareful, and he is going to make his way back. He is actually, no, he was still inside the base. He could not make it out, and he will go down. But holy mackerel, like, what a crazy strat there by k1ck. I think they had every single member there.
Yeah, at least 3, if not 4. That was pretty impressive. And what really is amazing to me is how in the hell did the Lowland Lions guy get stuffed in the blue base? I mean, it should have been pretty much clear.
Maybe he didn't know, and that was like, you know, maybe he didn't know that the base was clear, so he was still being cautious. Like, had he known that, and that could have just been like bad communication on Lowland Lions' part to say, dude, they're all here, just go. Because
maybe it was like Forever's job. It was probably Forever's job to mention that, right?
I don't know.
All right, regen railed off. Batija grabbing the flag, and he's getting out with 40 health, trying not to get shot from down below. Does dodge, runs into an